Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Jen, catching you on my downtime. Hoping you're all having a good one. And it's about 5:21 in the morning, and this is usually the time that I would post on Facebook about beginning my day. I would feed my outdoor cat Beatty, and if my mom hadn't stayed up all night and she's just waking up, I would cook her breakfast, and then I would get ready for starting my day. Just the regular update kind of thing. But I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I know, I just did it here. I just did it here. I already checked my Facebook for the morning. Like I said, I'm gonna just keep it down to like 3 times a day, at least for now. Mainly to check up on my business fan page. Yeah, I'm kind of having a difficult time right now, mostly because there are things that I do want to talk about and share about amongst my few close friends and extended family right now. But one of the things about being on Facebook too much is the fact that you become quote unquote addicted, or actually addicted to that instant gratification that you feel from having communicated whatever's on your mind, instead of sitting for a moment to figure out how to deal with that moment or that thing that's ongoing that can happen. I'm not going to speak about what that thing is. It's okay. Like I said, I have a journal, luckily. So I'm going to be writing in that in a little bit, especially before I start my day. Just got out of the shower. If you guys can't tell, I just got out of the shower. Yeah. Woo! So, yeah, this is usually the time I would also take one of those just got up photos and then, would say my update. About to start my day with the regular blah, 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 everything. But I'm not. I almost want to cry in a way because it kind of sucks. It really does. Yeah. I hate not being able to vent, and it's so funny how yesterday one of my biggest complaints was, seeing everybody else vent vicariously through memes. Me, I just vent directly or indirectly, whatever. I don't do it through memes. I just kind of vent. I just kind of say, like, I had a shit day, or somebody bothered me, or, and the kind of things that I would only share with, like, my closest connections, because I have my sublists layered like that, would be things of a different nature, more personal nature. Yep. Can't do that. I think a part of me, actually, it's true, part of me kind of relied on everybody just to kind of, like, always be my support, and I think that this is so hard to say because I'm emotional right now. Oh, excuse me. No, seriously. I'm totally emotional right now. I am. And I hate doing that shit. Seriously. None of you have seen that, okay? Anyway. Hold on. I'm gonna get through this. It's cool. God, I just feel like I've been a little bit too needy. Perhaps a little demanding without meaning to be. Not because I needed attention or was craving attention. It was always because I would have something legitimate to rant about. I'm just so like used to being there for everybody else that like I would hope that, they would be there for me in the same way, but I cannot expect that. Um, given because society is how it is right now. Outside of that, I'm a grown woman. I have to figure it out on my own anyway, regardless of whether or not I'm able to let off some steam or not. Some people say scream into a pillow and all this other jazz, but that does not work for me. Yeah, that does not work for me. If you guys wonder what I keep putting on my lips, it's actually this really awesome stuff right here. Organic virgin coconut oil. And yeah, you can actually, if you measure it correctly, you can actually put it in smoothies, any kind of drinks like tea, coffee, food. It's kind of like nutmeg. You have to measure it very carefully. You'll end up on the toilet otherwise. Okay, that was fun. TMI, right? That was fun to talk about, though. What the heck? No big deal. Yeah. I'm just so used to being able to allow myself that time because I don't always have my closest friends around me in person. So that I can kind of sit down and talk about my problems, but at the same time, it's like at my age and at our age, like we barely have free time to like socialize and that sort of thing. So when you do, it's like, why would you be so selfish as to make it about your problems? Makes sense. Yeah. Then again, like, my whole life I mostly listen to everybody else. So I don't think it's selfish to want to be able to vent myself once in a while, but I'm just so used to doing it so often over Facebook that I almost kind of forget what it is to rely on myself to kind of get through things. And no, it's not selfish to want to ask your closest friends to be there for you. I mean, that's what they're there for. That's not the thing. It's just that, like, my whole life I've been so used to having to self-soothe. Like I said, basically just carry my own weight through my own problems. No matter what age I was always like that. And I think because it changed, I kind of got used to it. Relying on other people to listen to complaints. I mean, serious ones, like severe ones about like life and everything. Not about Facebook. This is different. I'm keeping it so simple for you. I'm totally not getting into my life. It's cool. I don't have to. Like I said, I got my journal. And, it's probably healthy that, probably healthy that I go back to learning how to become more emotionally independent, and able to, carry myself through my problems. It's not easy at all. It's a heavy burden, because sometimes, actually a lot of the time, your problems are other people's problems that you deal with regularly. And yeah, it does wear on you. I don't know how many of you guys out there are caregivers. It's not an easy task. It's really not. I know that it never gets easier. Another thing about Facebook, some of the people that I know, they have elderly parents that they care for. Sometimes they talk about it, but they do so very lightly, and I'm just like, how do you do that? How do you have so much patience? Seriously. Because, like, once in a while I feel like the steam is just coming out of my ears. Like, it kind of does get ridiculous sometimes, but I deal with it, I manage. It's not easy, like I said. That's why I don't understand why the frig people can just be so cool and chill about it. Like, what are you on? You know? Like, what is keeping you so calm right now? Some of them live in states like Colorado and, you know, those type of areas that legalize the recreational usage of marijuana, so I'm assuming that that's aiding them and getting them by. But, yeah, I'm not the type to use substances on a regular basis. I don't see myself living that way. I don't know how the hell people function like that. That's so crazy. I don't understand that at all, not one bit. Like, I guess I could understand, like, from a distance because they go through so much crap. So do I. But I still don't do it. I don't know. Some people go to therapy. I don't have the kind of time to be going to therapy. I'd rather just deal with my shit. Like, I don't know, I just... having, like, a few close friends that I could just reach out by telephone and talk for a while. Hell, even Skype, frig it. Yeah, I know that I got my close friends and extended family on Skype, so I could call in that way. But they're not always on Skype, so that kind of makes things a little bit difficult. They're always on Facebook. So it's like I'd have to be on Facebook to message them to let them know, hey, like, I'd like to Skype with you at some point. Let's set up a time, because you never know, they could be busy. And I'm not trying to be so selfish as to barrage their day with my problems. It's just, hey, whenever you got time. But, like, that should not be the only time that you catch up. Like, life is so complicated, isn't it? At least it seems that way right now. I'm still in my 30s, so it's gonna be like that. Shit. Seriously. Nobody said it was easy. I know that I'm smiling and I'm laughing because that's kind of the way that I just kind of deal with it, I guess. I know that I, like, semi-cried. Because I genuinely do feel... Oh, here it goes again, that wave. Right there. It comes, like, over my eyes and then it goes into my heart space, my heart chakra. I do feel it. I do kind of feel like I have been a little bit needy, a little bit selfish. And I don't like the idea of constantly or even just dumping my problems on people. It's just not right. It's not right to do. I don't know. Then it goes back to what I was already talking about before anyway. Just like most of my life, I've always handled my handle like somebody. But whatever, you know, it is what it is. You know, you can only do so much. 5:35. I already completed, like, the simplest of tasks that I have to get done, plus email, and I'm just, like, I'm used to screwing around for, like, a few hours while writing, editing, that sort of thing, but still. Distraction. I distract myself, and I don't think that helps. I mean, I think that if something is really and thoroughly bothering me, I should just sit down with it for a few minutes and deal with it. you know, and then move on with my day. Keep going. I'm still not going to unload my bull crap on here. I know that. Heck no. Keep dreaming. Not happening, Captain. Yeah, boy, I will not behave. I'm having my coffee with cinnamon. Some cinnamon coffee. No nutmeg this time. No nutmeg for you. Probably because I've been putting so much of that coconut oil on my lips that it like inadvertently obviously goes into my mouth every time I do that. Yeah. And I can only ingest so much of that. It's like, yeah. Add just like a touch of nutmeg on top of that. I don't know about that, dude. Not cool. Probably not the best idea. Anyway, I hope that all of you are doing well. I'm here working on my wellness. I don't know what kind of day it's going to be. And I'm probably going to end up updating as much as I need to throughout the day. No matter where I am. Seriously, it doesn't matter to me. I can't believe it's been 16 minutes, dude. I've been going on, and I still have not revealed what the issue is. Good. Alright. Seriously, whatever. Yeah, it's 5:38 in the morning. Yeah. Interesting. Now I want to reach for my tarot cards. What the heck? Seriously. Why not? Even though I don't do readings on this channel, or anything of that nature. Thunder Upright is at the bottom of the deck. Pluto is here, coming in ninefold. Yeah. Epiphanies and realizations, all that is logical, psychological, is coming full circle. I'm realizing as a grown adult I have to be able to handle my own handle, and not always rant or be so selfish as to believe that everybody wants to hear my freaking rants. God. I remember years ago you had like 40, 50 something year olds up on YouTube doing that every day. How does one live? That was bizarre. Oh well. Still in my 30s, just saying. Screw that crap, I'm getting my stuff together now, okay? Like, whatever. I have to do what I have to do. I'm just gonna pull one card. Peace of Justice upright, coming in 14-fold. You have Venus conjuncting midheaven. It says, I am the judgment and I am the acquittal. See two people here crying. And the hands of peace, sending good energy to them while they heal. It's beautiful. I like that. That is very beautiful. Wow. That's amazing. I love that. I'm not going to pull any more cards. Just that one was good enough. Yeah, first I look at what's at the bottom of the deck as a potential precursor. And just pull the card, whatever's meant to come out is meant to come out. I love doing that work. I really do. It's only such a small portion of what I can do, but I'm continuing to introduce that first before adding on other services that I may do in the future. I'm just kind of keeping that to myself as well. Yeah, worst thing that you could do in business, it doesn't matter what kind of business you're running, is giving away your ideas. No freaking bueno, dude. Because even though it is true that we're all unique, and those who are true to their past um, practice what they know and do what they know as they continue to develop, but you got a lot of would-be's out here stealing ideas, like idea stealers, plagiarizers, you know, people who otherwise want to take credit for stuff that you do and that you've learned. I don't play that. I really don't. Not about to start. And all of the years that I've practiced, and I've been practicing since I was 15, so that's a long time. Yeah, I would help others, but I would never, ever give everything away. It's the worst thing you can do. I didn't even do that with my students that I was teaching at any given time. I always exercise discretion, because what's meant for me is not meant for that student. Truth be told, man, no bull crap. Yeah, so I guess that's two bits of advice. You know, if you're in any type of business, don't give away your ideas, and you know, because you got would-be's out there that like to try to steal ideas and fail at them and make them look bad. Yeah, somebody who's not versed or practiced in a craft. Also, to exercise discretion, because what is learned of you may not be learned of your student or students. So you have to be careful with things like that. All of that I had done free of charge before being cleared of one of my vows that I made a long time ago. I made 2 vows. And I'm going to only mention the one that I've been cleared of, which is to never charge for service or counsel. And I didn't. The reason I made that vow is because I wanted to make sure that I was well versed in any craft I had practiced and still practice to this day. That I'm able to do it consistently with the same amount of strength each time. As a service. That's what it is, boo. Yippee-doo-boo-boo. I'm always saying that to my outdoor cat. I'm always saying, yippee-doo-boo-boo. She's so cute. Ugh, almost time to feed her. Okay, guys. I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for listening to me. My randomness. I hope that you're all doing well. If you are, stay well. If you're not, well, I don't know. To those of you who truly are self-made, be honest with yourselves. If you are, you aren't. If you are, begin to heal now. It's the time. So would it be. Much love and light, everybody. Blessed be.